All right, hello once again, Jeff Scott from Jeff Teaches Programming. And in the last video, we began version 2 of our payroll program. And I wanted to go back to here, right there. And let's see, we got to write this now. Validate and calculate hourly. Okay. So that's going to be right here. So function. All right. And as we write this, what are we going to do in here? Let's put some kind of a comment in here so we can see what's happening. I mean, this one hopefully makes sense from the name. You know, we're calculating the gross pay. All right, so we'll have an hours and a rate that we're passing in. If those hours are less than or equal to 40, it's just hours times rate. All right, otherwise we do the calculation. I think I can get rid of this now. Okay. But the other one here, this is validate and calculate hourly pay. Now, what do we want to do here? What we want to do is we want to read the hourly specific fields and then validate them. If they are valid, all right, so if they are valid, then we're ready to delegate to function the one up above, this one. All right. In fact, let's put this at the top. Like that. Okay. Not a super long function. I don't think it's going to be that long anyway. But the first thing I want to do is I want to take those two things that we put at the top here, these two. Our hours work input and our there we go. All right. These are our DOM references. That are only used in this function, by this function, whatever. All right. So first we want to validate the hours worked. And in just a bit, we will validate the hourly rate. All right, so let's call our validate numeric input here. All right, and we're going to pass to this our hours worked input, which is called hours worked, And we're also going to pass maybe I get one more out of that. There we go. And we're also going to pass in here min hours and max hours. So we're going to call validate numeric input, which we put in our validate.js file. We're passing in the field that we just put the hours into, the label hours worked, the minimum hours 0, and the maximum hours of 84. Okay. All right. If it's not valid, meaning we meaning we put in something in there that was non-numeric, maybe we left it blank, or we put in something that's out of range. All right. We want to return, and our success will be false. We'll have a rate result dot message, and we'll put the focus on the hourly rate input. It's giving us a couple errors here, so let's see if we can figure out what these are. It needs to be not in parentheses, but in curly braces. Could be what's screwing it up. Looks a little better. All right. It's not rate result, that's hours result. Okay. And that's hours worked input. All right, doesn't seem to like this. Well, we'll work on that in just a bit. If we get down to here, well, we have to make, so here, we're going to validate all right, so now we've got a similar thing that we want to do. So we've done hours worked, and now we want to do the similar thing with hourly rate. So let's call this rate result. And this will be hourly rate input. This will be hourly rate. This will be min H rate and then max H rate. Okay. All right. So we've checked both fields now. If it makes it down here, okay. So if we get this far, so the hours worked was valid. Now validate the hourly rate. If we make it this far, then both the hours worked and hourly rate were valid. So perform the calculation. It's going to be a calculation. Let's just call it calc. I don't know what to call it. I called it something else before. Again, that's got to be curlies, not parens. No error. Okay, should be everything. Okay, I've just got to fix these. All right, sorry I left that up there. So that's the first one. We're going to figure out what that problem is in a second. Don't think I need the field set or the total hourly in here, but we'll see. I'm going to leave them here for now. All right, now I'm going to open up the commission. Now we did piece worker second. We'll do piece worker. And the name of that one is validate and calculate piece worker. Now I'm going to grab the comment I made for hourly. Change it a little bit. All right, I'm going to write this. I could copy the other one in from hourly right here. Just copy it in and make the changes, but I'd probably screw it up. So I'm going to do it from right here. So let's see. We do want these things, these two. We're going to put those in here. And all right. So we want to first validate the, I don't know which one I did first. I think pieces made was the first one done here. If we get down this far, Okay, so we'll call this pieces. Result, and we're going to set that equal to validate numeric input again. And just like we did before, we're going to have here the pieces made input, pieces made, that's our label, min pieces and max pieces. All right, there's that. Okay, so that's it there. Let's copy this. Okay. So that'll be price result. And we said before here, I'm just going to grab this. No, I am not going to. So both the pieces made and price per piece were valid, so perform the calculation. So we want to calculate piece worker pay. Oops. And we're going to pass here the price result dot value and the let's do it in order. Pieces result dot value and the price result dot value. All right. Then we'll return success. This. Everything looks the same. All right, so what's left to do are three things. First, we have to do this again, and we have to do this for the commission. Next, we have to do this again, and we have to do it for the salaried worker. And finally, we have to do this, we have to go in and make our changes to our script.js file. So we've got two of them done here, and I'm probably at 20 minutes, just about. So I'm going to stop it right here, pick it up in the next video shortly. Thanks.